Oh my god, we're rolling. Gonna edit things around so it looks fine. But, yeah, basically, I'm gonna be Let's Playing again for now. I start work soon, but I also want to, like, entertain people. Because I've just kind of felt like I'm doing nothing since I've come home from school. I've been out of classes since the beginning of the month, and I start work at the end of the month. Sorry, got a bunch of cat hair on my desk because she gets everywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna start a new game. This game is very near and dear to my heart because it's a lot of fun. But we're gonna watch the cutscenes, something I haven't done for a few years. I'm just gonna get into it and I'm gonna explain the game as best as possible. Going for 100% because I feel like that's typically the best way to experience the game. Probably not actually going for 100%, I just remembered that's a lot of time trials, so I will be doing all of the main game content, and maybe a little bit of the side stuff that I want to show off. But let's start this thing off with, capital M, capital E, L, O, L. It's me, lol. How you doing? I'm gaming. I almost skipped this cutscene intentionally. I'm gonna shut up so you can...
I trust that everything is to your satisfaction, my dear friend Spectre.
It's perfect. Very well.
I think I forgot to turn up the game audio.
An exquisite decision. Finally it begins! My revenge against those who laughed at me!
Yeah, I definitely forgot to turn up the game audio. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be a next episode thing, though, because I don't feel like doing that right now.
Okay. Is Aki here? Huh? Hey, that's my pudding. There are monkeys all throughout the town. They're all over the TV. Anyway, this is huge. Hey, that hurts. Okay, there you are.
Huh? That doesn't sound like a recording.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Aki, Kay, Yumi. Oh, I'm so glad you're both safe. Natalie?
You're both.
Later, but here's what's happening.
Like, 3 of them.
All right. Those monkeys are loose again. They're out causing trouble all over the world. This time, they're broadcasting weird television shows. That sounds kind of fun. No! Their shows are so stupid that anyone watching becomes a mindless couch potato. Now, I
It's
don't want to
very, very heavy with the subtext.
but as you can see, Spike and Jimmy and even the professor have all been affected.
Oh my.
If this continues, the monkeys will affect the whole world. Kay, Yumi, you're going to have to help us. Capture those monkeys and put an end to their mindless TV shows. I'm teleporting a monkey net to you. Use it to capture all of the monkeys. Be careful and good luck. Hey, stop! Cut it out! I hope.
Anyway, she murdered that monkey.
Well, at least now we know why things are so strange in town.
That's the first time I've seen one of those monkeys.
Wait, he's never been to the zoo?
I guess it wasn't just one of Natalie's bad jokes. Oh my!
Anyway, look at that, it's the little guy. Isn't he so cool?
What do you think you're doing? Hurry, capture him!
So, now we get to choose. Are we gonna play as Girl, who's typically the easy mode, just because there are a few enemies in the game that will simply not attack her? But I'm gonna play on hard mode because I'm very experienced in this video game. In my experience, there's also a slight placebo thing of, oh hey, I think he moves faster. I think that was just me trying to justify why I should play the boy in the video game where I, the player, and I identify as a male. But, you know, I was in, like, not even a letter grade, or a numbered grade, when I first played this game. I don't even think I was in kindergarten yet. But yeah, I'm gonna be skipping these cutscenes most of the time, but it's basically this varied background depending on whether or not it was a
Good
boss
job.
fight or just a regular
Captured
level.
monkey teleportation
Whoa, the double high five.
complete. Just what's going on here? I guess that everything Natalie said was true.
I'll explain the
I
actual
guess
story
that
for
those
people who
monkeys
care
are causing havoc
once
all over
these
the
cutscenes are
world.
over.
We have to capture all of those monkeys and stop their TV shows. Yumi, Kay, we need the two of you. Will you help us? Sure.
Of course!
Oh my god, it's the main hub.
This is the secret TV station base
It's a
where
secret.
we'll be providing support to you on your adventures. The warp pad that used to be in our room was destroyed by the monkeys, so we've rebuilt the rear part of the laboratory. If you get on the front warp pad here, you can head out to go capture the monkeys. We've got a game-saving device and a bunch of others all ready for you to use, so be sure to put them to good use.
Alright, I will go to the training room and stuff
That's the
just
training
to
room.
have this stuff done.
You
It gives
can
me space
use it to learn how to
speak.
use gadgets you've just acquired, or to train for other things. Soon, you might be able to use it for things other than gadget training.
Whoa, it's a
At
teaser.
any rate, what's most important is that you learn how to capture lots of monkeys.
For example, by not learning how to capture monkeys, and instead learning how to commit physical assault. These red phones, if you just stand still, they will
The
trigger on
stun
their own.
club is a gadget used for attacking. Tilt the right analog stick in the direction you want to attack. First, wipe out all the teleborgs over there.
You can activate the phone once again by hitting it with the stun club or by doing an aerial ground pound, which you perform by clicking in the left stick. There is definitely something in-game that's like, oh, hey, here's how you do this, but I'm just gonna explain it because I know what's going on. So, the story of the entire Ape Escape series is absolutely freaking bonkers. It's extra anime and not in a way that makes me uncomfortable. So basically, in the monkey park in some Japanese city, I think.
Looks like you've gotten the hang of it. You can also activate switches by hitting them with the club. Okay, now get over there and hit that switch.
Oh my god, I'm hitting a switch. So, in the monkey park in Japan, all these monkeys just kind of existed. They were having a great time. But then... I
You
gotta take
catch
this.
on fast, so here's a special trick for you. The stun club can function as a spinning blade. Rotate the right analog stick while you've got the stun club in your hand to get it whirling around. Go turn that rotating handle over there using the spinning blade.
Alright, and after this episode, I will probably be talking over in-game dialogue more. I just want to make sure that people, if they want to pay attention to it, they have the option. But yeah, we're gonna get right into the level and then I'll explain the story because
That's
it
the warp
should take long
pad.
enough
From
to
there,
get
you'll
through it.
head right into the TV programs.
Yep, awesome. So, Monkey Park. So, monkeys doing regular everyday stuff. Then, the professor that they showed you in one of the first cutscenes, he developed the monkey helmet, which was put on the monkeys to supposedly make them more intelligent. But, the experiment obviously backfires, and one monkey in particular...
Here on in, I'll provide support to you using this cell phone. I'm going to be giving you some very important advice, so be sure to listen to me. The gadgets you're currently holding are the stun club and the monkey net. The stun club is used for attacking. The monkey net is used for capturing monkeys. The stun club is assigned to the triangle button, and the monkey net is assigned to the X button. You can choose to use the proper gadget for a given situation by pressing its assigned button. And another thing, if you want to listen to the advice once more, use the stun club to hit the cell phone. You can hit it by switching over to the stun club and then tilting the right analog stick.
Hey, good luck! The future of the world rests in your hands!
The future of the whole world? Anyway, nice little detail thing, like when you get close, it's like, oh, it's gonna flip open. Also, it's a flip phone. Kids these days probably don't even know what that is. But oh, yeah, right, the Spectre. So, that's the monkey who is... He was, like, special. I think he's just, like, an albino monkey who's also... He just happens to be freakishly tall. But yeah, he basically launched a coup against the monkey park. All of the actual monkeys that were kept there had an uprising, and they broke out. They took a time machine that was in the professor's lab, and they went everywhere in different timelines, and just a lot of different things happened that, you know, I don't have to say it, or if I do, you'll just kind of believe me, because you're like, I've never seen this game before, or you played the game and you're like, no, that's right, because why would you not believe me? Come on, man. Be cool. But yeah, he took over the world, basically, with the power of monkeys and a time machine.
Activate switches by hitting them with a gadget. Switches will respond to different kinds of gadgets. Experiment a little bit with them.
I'm not going to experiment. I already know how all the game interactions work, and, could speedrun the game, but there's probably no competition for a game that released in, like, 01. So this is a camera. You can unlock a bunch of little optional things. It also contributes towards your completion percentage with little bits of funny jokes. Also, blue phone. You hit this thing and it activates. I don't think I said that.
You'll find a Peepo camera on the stage. Looks like it's there for the monkeys to use in filming the TV programs. Just what kinds of programs are they trying to shoot? Observe monkeys performing for the camera before you capture them. If you watch them carefully, you'll be able to capture their performance on film. Once you've made a successful shoot, go to the Simian Cinema.
Or, alternatively, don't do that. So, yeah, Spectre went into space at the end of Ape Escape 1, tried to violently take over the entire world and got stopped by Spike, the kid with the red and yellow hair, who was, you know, watching TV and got his mind absolutely blasted. So, obviously, not the ideal situation to end up in, but, you know, he did technically save the world, I think. Oh, yeah, if you collect a lot of coins, then you get bonuses like that. Didn't get the proper order for everything, but that's okay. I am going to be catching monkeys in a bit of an unorthodox order compared to my typical casual playthrough, because it'll make it more convenient later in the game. But I know where they're all at. I'm going to talk over this one because it's basically the exact same thing, just, whoa, look at that! Weird thing happens, and you just get to go on through to the next mission. In Ape Escape 2, he builds a giant laser, again, goes to space.
In time attack mode, you have to capture monkeys
I'm not
within
gonna
a
do time
certain
attack
amount
mode.
of time. Each stage has its own number of monkeys you'll need to capture. Try and capture them as quickly as you possibly can. Good luck!
Time attack is a staple for 100% in this series, and some stages are absolutely asinine. Other ones are really, really easy, and you can get golds without even needing, like, the speed boosting gadget. I do have cash. I'm probably not gonna bother. I've got 150. I might get the hint books. Actually, yeah, let me get the hint books.
That's the shopping area just over there. There are quite a few shops there, so you should check them out.
Whoa! Yeah, so there are also blurbs for every individual shop.
That's the bookshop. You can buy books there using your gacha coins. The items you collect here can be viewed in the gallery. Collect as many as you can. Sometimes new products will also be on display, so pop in for a look every now and then.
Wow. So, hint book is the most important thing to have because the Found a Rare Monkey things are basically just optional things that give you extra completion percentage. So if you're looking to 100% the game later, you need them. And I do know all of the things, but, you know, I'll just put them in and then I'll show off the hint books just to prove the flex, I guess. Anyway, let's head into the next mission and I'll explain Ape Escape 2's stuff.
Here's another gadget I'm going to warp over to you.
Whoa, new stuff.
It's a monkey radar. Use it to find monkeys.
I don't need this at all.
You'll probably want to practice learning how to use it in the training room. Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
I don't need it, but sure. For the funny flex, I'm going to... I believe it's left and then right. But we'll
The
do
monkey
this.
radar is a gadget that's useful for locating hidden monkeys.
Hidden monkeys.
If you rotate the right analog stick, the monkey radar will also turn. The trick is to do it slowly.
Not necessarily.
The monkeys will be located in the direction shown by the radar when it changes color and sound. A stuffed monkey is hidden behind one of those 3 doors. See if you can find it. The monkey radar will let you figure it out quickly.
Alternatively, just be a gamer and know exactly what it is. Boom, it was the right door. I'm awesome. And then this one, it's like, whoa, but this monkey's right in front of
Now
me.
for an explanation about what the monkey cam does. The monkey cam lets you find out secret things about the monkeys. The monkey cam can only be used with the monkey radar. When you find a monkey with the monkey radar, it'll appear in the monkey cam at the bottom right of the screen. Press the L2 button to enlarge the monkey cam. Press the L2 button again to return the camera to its normal size. Get the picture? The monkey cam will let you find out all sorts of things, which will definitely be to your advantage. Using the monkey radar, view the stuffed monkey through the monkey cam. Pay attention to the monkey notes appearing in the lower area of the screen when using the monkey cam.
Alternatively, I won't. Basically, you can look at this guy and it's like, whoa, live view of the monkey. He tells you the answer to this solution, or this puzzle, it's the blue door. But, just to prove that I knew it, now we go to Monkey Cam, look at that, you can pass through the blue. And then they also all have stat screens. I have no idea what any of this means, aside from, like, high speed means higher movement speed, alertness means that you can be detected by them with, like, less distance between you, or more distance between you. I guess if the number's higher, then they'll know where you are from further away. Temper, every single monkey has, like, an enraged state. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them do, and it's just, they get different attacks, pretty much. If you hit them too many times, and they're like, ah, I'm mad, I'm gonna beat you up now, instead of trying to run. And then attacks are different things that they do to defend themselves, when you are attempting to capture them. Because if somebody was chasing after you with a net, wouldn't you try to fight back? It's like The Cat in the Hat, you know that movie? Pretty good. Anyway, level 2, Ape Escape 2, basically Jimmy, who is Spike's cousin. Oh great, more phones.
You can jump by pressing either the R1 or R2 button.
I don't think I jumped last level.
If you jump while moving, you'll fly pretty far. Keep practicing.
Yes, your grounded momentum transfers into your first jump, but not your second jump, and you do have a double jump.
When you've acquired a new gadget, assign it to a button right away.
You don't have to.
To assign
Most
a
of the time.
gadget, you'll need to go to the Choose Gadget screen. Press the Select button to bring up the Choose Gadget screen. Keep that in mind, okay?
Very nice thing to have. Once you have all 4 of the face buttons filled with gadgets, however, you will never need to press select again. There is in fact a faster way to do it that I will show off once I have enough gadgets to make use of Quick Swap.
Tilt the left analog stick and move the cursor over the gadget you want assigned. Choose the circle, X, triangle, or square button.
No Oxford
depending on
commas.
where you
Owned.
want the gadget assigned. The monkey radar
There's no
is
commas at
used
all,
to
actually.
seek out monkeys in the direction you tilt the right analog stick. When you locate a monkey, press the L2 button to get its info.
Or don't. I'm not in charge of you as much as I would love to be. Anyway, oh yeah, the reason why I'm hitting all these monkeys, or not the monkeys, the Teleborgs, that's what these generic enemies are called. I hit them in the back because they give me more money, and I like having money. Currency is the lifeblood of real life, and of course it manages to bleed its way into video games too, because why wouldn't it? It's money. Everybody can relate to wanting and having money. Well, not necessarily having it, but wanting to have money. That's a universal experience, I feel. Anyway, here's this first monkey. Ape Escape 2, basically Jimmy, who is Spike's cousin, happens to be around and sets off a, not world-ending disaster event, but he does accidentally let all of the monkeys that Spike captured in the first game free. So, yeah, he's voiced by, I forgot her name, voices Ash, it's not Tara, right? Tarstrong, maybe? That might actually be right, Tarstrong. And Natalie in Ape Escape 2 is voiced by Misty's voice actress, whose name I definitely can't even pull out of a hat. But yeah, he basically has to go through the exact same mission as Spike did, but slightly different. because it's not through time, it's just through different nations, basically.
Press the R1 button once more mid-jump to perform a double jump. The trick is to stay calm while hitting it twice. A double jump will let you get to really
Stay
high
calm
heights.
while hitting it twice, just like weed.
And whenever you see a blue cell phone like this, it won't ring. If you still haven't figured out what to do, just watch and learn. When you find one, just hit it.
Just hit it. It's like Daisy Mario Kart. Not Mario Kart, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. So there are 3 monkeys in this room that I'm ignoring intentionally. I will come back for them once we do the endgame cleanup for all of the different areas in the game. And I will also be getting that phone unless I just completely forget about it, in which case,
You'll lose a jacket.
you don't get to hear it.
Okay, make sure you don't run out of cookies.
I never run out of cookies. I have so many cookies, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you how many I had. It's incredible. I've got enough cookies to, like, feed a small orphanage. Oh yeah, look at all that. Coins and monies. And I completely whiffed. Oh, my money, my money. I can't even aim, man. It's the Let's Player curse. You get worse at video games when you're not just kind of, like, playing the game to chill out. Which is really funny, because most of the time, I talk to myself playing video games anyway. So I feel like I should be a natural at this, but I'm trying, like, really hard to be entertaining, or at least maintaining a flow of information, I guess. Trying to be informative and entertaining at the same time is not easy. Are you gonna jump out? There we go. Oh, okay. Mine. Yes, you can physically assault monkeys, by the way. It's very cool. There he is. Got him. So, with the power of physical assault, perhaps homicide even, basically, monkeys get knocked over, they become much easier to capture on the next swing with the net. Sometimes they don't get knocked over, sometimes they just, like, trip a little. You know, that lurch forward that it just did. That's typically what you see, but there are a select few monkeys that are more susceptible to knockdowns, and the ones that get knocked down, it's a much more forgiving window for the everything else. It's just, according to taste, more or less, for each monkey. You will know who does and who doesn't if you play the game a billion times. I've only played it like 200 million. So I'm like 20% of the way there from memorizing every single monkey's pattern. Ooh, a 10. But yeah, there's a 5 in this drawer. Sweet. And also, if you just started playing this game and you're like, oh wow, this is really hard, it's okay. Level 2, bonus jacket. I already got it. I completely tranced out. I had no idea that I already got the extra jacket. There's a chance I need it. I haven't even gotten hit yet, but I make mistakes. Perhaps more than everybody else. I'm gonna get this one first, because typically, after that one's been aware for a while, it's better at dodging you, basically. Whether or not it is more or less aware. Also, sorry if that picked up on mic, I should be more conscious of that. Anyway, here's the thing, I'm skipping it. But, new cutscene.
Welcome back. Capturing all of those monkeys must have been tiring, eh? I figured you'd be exhausted, so I made this new device for you. If you use this, you can change into lots of different forms.
Whoa!
Different forms? Huh, like what? Why don't you just try this?
Oh my god, she's got a gun
I
CD.
think you'll be happy with what you can do. Really? Of course. Cool. I'm still putting the finishing touches on it, but it should be done in time for the next stage. Huh. Well, I'll
Whoa!
let you know what it will change you into then, okay?
Anyway, this is one of very few times that you can see the middle of that tablecloth. Don't know why, but there are 2 cutscenes in the game that take place in the TV station, and it makes the camera a bit weird. Usually you spawn in, it's just, it looks like this, and if you walk back, it just pushes the camera, or the table out of view. But you can see the grapes on the middle of that tablecloth. That's pretty cool. It's like all the other tables, but completely uninteractable because there's no stuff on it. Like that. I didn't
And
mean to do
how
that.
about this? You'll be able to tell the future using the monkeys you've captured.
Anybody like astrology and horoscopes?
You'll be able to find out various predictions about the future, so capture as many of those monkeys as you can.
Anyway, I'm not going to mess around with this because it's a pretty significant time waste, but I will be checking out the Monkey Mart. Okay, there is another hint book, so I will be picking that up now. But there is something in the Monkey Mart that I want to get. It costs 300 coins. I'm not going to subject you to even more stuff until it's an appropriate time for it.
Okay, ta-da! Your first morph is the Fantasy Knight.
Are you ready to hear
I'm
the good
entering
music?
the morph data for it into the morph gear.
Also, I didn't realize there was auto advance for
Its
this text.
specialties are defending and making powerful attacks.
There were no auto
You'll
advances for
probably
anything
want to
else.
practice learning how to use it in the training room. Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
You bet I do. Hot ziggity. I love learning. That's why I'm, currently in school and stuff. I missed. There we go, got it.
To use the morph gear, you'll first have to completely fill up the gauge with morph energy.
Morph energy. Like morbid time? No.
Once the gauge is full, press the R1 button and R2 button together to morph by morph jumping.
You can kind of triple jump like this, but I don't think it'll ever come into play, so I'll just show it off here.
During a morph jump, tilt the left analog stick at the character you want to morph into, then press the X or circle button. You can only morph for a limited amount of time.
30 seconds.
You'll revert when the timer runs out, so watch out. If you want to morph back into your original self, push the R1 and R2 buttons once more at the same time. The green items right in front of you are morph energy. Go get some now.
Anyway, boom, hit this. Brings up this menu. There are 7 transformations in the game. But triple jumping, you jump, double jump, do the morph jump. This gives you a lot of height here. There is no physical application for it though, because if you cancel, you fall extra fast. So you can't really use it to get yourself extra distance in any meaningful way. And you also don't really have that much control over where you land when you exit the morph. Also, I'm jumping over those... Oh, hang on.
For special training purposes, you'll have to be morphed into the Fantasy Knight for the entire time.
Whoa!
The Fantasy Knight has special powers for defending. It can defend against the monkey's attacks and move forward against fiery blasts using his shield. Now try moving through those flames with your guard up, but beware that you can't guard while attacking.
That's okay. Whoa, look at that. Typically, it's just faster to jump over that thing, but you can still get hit. I jump over these things because they will make you exit the training room if you run into the orb, and even if you opt to not leave the training room,
Well done. Okay, now here's how to capture monkeys while you're morphed.
even if you opt to not exit, it's a time loss, and I don't like time loss, even though I'm not an actual speedrunner. You know how I am if you know me in real life.
Give the right analog stick a quick press, and a magical field will come out of the ground to help you capture the monkey.
AoE captures.
Once you've mastered the technique, you'll be able to round up loads of monkeys. Capture all the stuffed monkeys over there.
I won't be running around in morphs all the time. This is the game's equivalent to bringing new gadgets. It's stuff on a limited timer, but it is basically just here to achieve completion of some very, very specific...
Wow, you catch on fast. Okay, here's a special attack that only the Fantasy Knight can perform. Rotate the right analog stick to send a shockwave that will attack everything around you.
I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I don't run around in morphs all the time. Fantasy Knight in particular, because its run speed is a little bit slower than Unmorphed. And by the time that I get access to other morphs, I will have the gadget that lets me run around fast. So even if their run speed is comparable or superior, you've got another option. But it's fine. But I will go out of my way to use them in situations that I'm like, oh yeah, I think it's useful here. Just because I think that's interesting. Usually I play this game morphing very, very limited amounts of times, and only using them for boss fights where I also find that they're convenient. But yeah, usually that means I never use the Genie Dancer. I'll make up situations for it, I guess, once we get there. But that's a few episodes from now, and it's gonna take a small while. Anyway.
The more you spin it, the more powerful your attack. Wipe out all of the Teleborgs over there.
Also, when it comes to attack power, not very important. Basically, the attack that you have while morphed in the Fantasy Knight is powerful enough to hit bosses through their guards, typically. Not all of them, but, you know, it's weird cases for everything. Basically, I'll point out where things are particularly useful and where they are not. And that spin move, the extra damage is not that important. You can get the same amount of damage by just continuing to attack regularly. So that's what I'm gonna do. But the AoE is nice if you ever wind up in a situation like this. The AoE, specifically for making money off of these teleports, very nice. Assuming that you don't let them despawn like I just did. But, boom, kill 5 guys, get 5 guys as monies, and that might even give me a 10? Yeah, it looks like that's giving me a 10. 2 if I'm fast enough, let's go. Oop, the cutscene screwed me out of my money. Anyway, now we're getting into the mission. And you shouldn't have to worry about me getting interrupted by the game that you can barely hear until I take like 3 steps forward. Right here.
You'll be able to morph once you've used the green morph energy items to fill up your gauge.
It also fills passively, so that's not entirely true. Most of the time you will start missions with that at full capacity, so you just get to morph right away.
Morph energy can be found on the ground, or will pop out of a teleport when you destroy it.
Oh my god, it's a guy. It's no longer a guy, it's dead. Oh yeah, enemies also guaranteed drop morph energy upon defeat now, which you can mostly ignore unless you're using morphs for literally everything, but I don't. As a kid, I used to morph for this monkey capture, because I was like, he's got a spear and sometimes he knocks your gadgets out of your hands, which, that is something monkeys can do in this game. It's very cool. Also is extremely scary when it happens with the net. But just don't let it happen to the net, and it's fine, because there are a lot of ways to not lose your net that we will get into in due time. Oh yeah, let's give a TLDR of the Ape Escape 2 story. So he makes a giant cannon to point at the Earth. He goes into space. Spectre does. Sorry to play the pronoun game when I forget what I'm talking about. I'm sure people are completely not following the things I've been saying here. So Spectre makes a monkey army once again, takes over the world, sort of. But, you know, this time he has moderately more success. And when he is consistently stopped by Jimmy, who is Spike's cousin, again, yeah, you can just double jump that, double jump this, and slap the button, it's gone. So he's like, this sucks, I'm gonna just shoot a giant laser at the Earth to make people do what I want. He calls it the lethargy laser, and the idea is that people are powerless to stop him, because it just makes everybody really eepy. Which, awesome. Great idea for just, you know, some sort of campy villain who's like, oh yeah, I'm, like, not a traditional threat to the world. I'm just really here to bring down society a couple notches. I love breaking down society a couple of notches, because I love society, you know? Anyway, society, yeah? Yeah, he makes the lethargy laser. Jimmy stops him, by which I mean Ash Ketchum stops him. I'm also doing very typical monkey routing in this map for the reason, or for a very strange reason, because at the end of this map, there is a monkey that I am not capable of catching, so I will have to run all the way back there at the end of the game anyway, unless I want to do a revisit before the credits roll. So that's going to be a fun old time, but hey, I'm making money, and it'll make the rest of the playthrough pretty smooth, assuming that I get enough stuff to afford the things I want. It's a bit RNG, but also some of it is not RNG because, oh, I really thought I was going to get the crit there. Some of it's RNG because I'm stupid, and other parts of it are RNG because different enemies will drop money randomly. So there we go. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, Spectre has made a return in this game. We saw him in the intro cutscene. Sorry for spoilers if you were like, oh, I wonder who that weird guy is. You're gonna hear it by the end of the episode, so I figured there's no harm in just saying it now. But yeah, that's one of those two guys was Spectre. If you don't know, you're gonna know soon, because one of them is a monkey, the other one was kind of not a monkey. So Oh yeah, that's right, there is like the boss fight and then the cutscene after the boss. I thought this was gonna be like a 30-minute episode, but it's looking like it's gonna be close to an hour. Unless I'm really, really that bad when it comes to perception of time, which I very well could be. That's ever since I've come back from school, because I haven't had to do anything aside from, like, wait for notice from my upcoming job that I am in fact going to be working, even though that was, like, it kind of didn't work out at all close to how they said it would, because I first got an email saying, oh yeah, your tentative start date is on May 15th. So on May 15th, I go to the plant that I'm going to be working at, and then they're like, oh yeah, you're kind of not supposed to be here. Sorry for the confusion. Hopefully this doesn't make you want to, like, not work. So that's a potential red flag, but it is more money than I've made at any other job in my life by a pretty wide margin, so I'm not really in the mood to complain. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I got hit. No, the first time I got hit was before the first boss. I'm so bad at gaming and stuff. But yeah, I will be starting that apparently on Wednesday now, but the people who are supposed to have reached out to me in relation to this job have not. So I'm only oh wait, I wanted to get the items in the whatever. It's 6 coins, and I probably was not going to be able to get the other set of 3 fast enough to where it was actually 10. Because of the pickup combo thing. But yeah, skip this cutscene, watch some cutscene, because it forces you into the boss after the, like, boss stage, which is just, like, you know, the level before the boss. I just call it the boss stage. The Boss Baby, featuring Alec Baldwin.
So, there are still some humans who haven't been affected yet. Here, try this!
Anyway, goodbye, Breach.
Whoa, cool! Check out that awesome dragon!
You're supposed to be frightened. This dragon has rained fiery death upon many a valiant knight.
Well, he doesn't look that tough.
What? You dare to belittle my greatest creation? This will not do!
We're the ones who should be saying that! You fix everyone that you've hurt right now!
Ha! There's no way that's going to happen. I have orders to affect everyone in the whole world.
Orders? Ha! Orders from who?
From Spectre, of course. Who else?
Spectre?
Oops. Oh, I forgot that it was against the rules to say his name. You little brat! This is all your fault!
You're the one who said it!
Shut up! Well, now that you know our secret, I'm afraid that I can't allow you to leave here. I was about to make a movie starring myself, but I guess that will have to wait. Change in scenario! Your time has come, brat!
Anyway, you trip if you are on the ground at the end of that jump, and I'm just gonna absolutely lay into this guy. So there is a weird thing you can do that involves a combination of jump strikes and basically landing on the boss, that gives you incredible mileage in terms of DPS, but that's okay. I'm just gonna grab the coins, get the money, hit the guy. Oh, there we go, I've done it. I don't know how I did this, but I did it, and I got kicked off immediately for it. But, hey, look at that. Looks like we're gonna get the 2-cycle? Yeah, we got the 2-cycle. I'm good at gaming, kind of. So, yeah, that boss. There's not a lot to explain, because Fantasy Knight, you just kind of get to hit him. If you're doing, like, a no morph challenge run, I throw that up in air quotes, because you have to morph at one specific point in the game to beat it. But, oh well. But if you're doing some sort of challenge run where you try and morph as little as possible, then that fight takes at least 3 cycles. Anyway, cutscene. Wablam!
Well, well. Things have become quite interesting, haven't they? Shall I go and say hello?
An exquisite idea. Very well, I shall go get ready. Please wait here for a bit.
So, again, Spectre is behind all of this. Who's Spectre?
That name sounds familiar.
You two don't know him? Spectre is an ultra-intelligent
Flashback
monkey
time. Also,
that
I
wants to
muted to
rule
take a
over
sip of
all
water and then forgot I
mankind.
muted. Oops.
Somewhat dangerous. He used to be one of the most popular
Anyway,
monkeys of the
hyper-intelligent monkey, potentially an albino
But he
monkey, I don't
turned
know.
to evil when he put on a monkey helmet,
And with his
now
hyper-intelligent, he
he's become the
raised an
boss of the
insurrection, because
evil
what else would you do if you
monkey.
became hyper-intelligent?
I'm their glorious leader.
Now he's wearing underwear on his head.
You aren't fans of my show.
Spectre?
So you're the one behind all of this. Just what is it that you want?
I heard that someone dared to stand in my way, so I wanted to get a look at who it could be. I must say I'm quite relieved it's only you.
What? Why you? Surrender now while you still can. Yeah.
Personally, I also would not be very afraid of
You
fourth
capture
graders.
me again? I won't make the same mistake as before. This time I've teamed up with this Hugh.
Do you mean me, Mr. Spectre?
Ooh, they didn't put a space between the comma.
I am human,
The other-
yet the end of humanity. These monkeys have won me over. I am the ultimate scientist. I'm 28 years old, single. I'm 6'3", including hair. I'm 145 pounds, also including hair. My favorite color is turquoise, and I have an IQ of 1300.
Big
And
number.
They call me Dr. Tomoki. And don't you forget it.
What do you think you're doing? Just
It's an
introduce
incredible
yourself normally. Normally, cut the
combination
camera.
of circumstances
Exquisite introduction.
that I did not grow up to be a Xenoblade fan, because I just got reminded of a thing
To
that
fear from you fools.
friend of a friend.
It's Tomoki! How have you been? You always had a good head on your shoulders.
Hucky?
Huh?
Yes. Right. Well, Spectre, we can't waste the entire day talking to these people. We have work to do.
Huh? Oh, right. So anyway, relax and enjoy our show. Of course, if you insist on resisting us, we'll be glad to crush you like vermin. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Aki! Are you friends with that guy?
I used to be.
Long ago. But never mind that now. We've got to capture Spectre.
Oh my god, we're gonna do the game, but on the next episode. I am, however, going to go to
I
the store.
wonder how old that Monkey White really is.
Oh yeah, Monkey White was also the second to last boss of the previous game, and was a very, very cool fight. And then he got a dragon and died immediately.
That's the
Took like
Monkey
20 seconds.
Mart. You can buy things there using your gacha coins. They've got all sorts of things there that will come in handy on your adventures. Sometimes new products will also be on display, so pop in for a look every now and then.
Anyway, Morph Stock, that's what I wanted. I don't think you're actually allowed to get these until after you actually start the mission. But I'm gonna get 3 of those, and that's probably all I'm gonna take for the whole game. You can have up to 10 of them. It's a great way to invest your money just because it's a slight convenience thing.
That's the computer. That's where you can load or save your games. If you want to quit midway through your game, be sure you save your progress.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
Anyway, I've got all of these different save files. Oh, right, this is the last time I tried to record this game. It didn't go well. But there we go. We're in similar position now, just better, I think. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. I'm gonna eventually make a sequel to it. It might even be later today if I have time for it. But thanks for coming out and enjoying the show. Let me know if you hate this series and I should cancel it before finishing it. But I do want to finish this game. It won't take very long. Probably gonna beat main story in 6 episodes, and then following that, probably another 3 to get to the all clear state. Anyway, I'm gonna cut recording, edit video down, upload it. Guys, have a chill day, otherwise I will come after you. Threatening style.